So our last award, second to the last award, is a good friend that I met a couple of years ago, actually last year, at our national convention. Attorney General Aaron Ford, Nevada's 34th Attorney General, took office on January the 7th, 2019, making him the first African American to hold statewide constitutional office in Nevada. Aaron Ford has been a staunch supporter and advocate of LULAC. He was one of the attorney generals that put forward lawsuits with other Democratic attorney generals to advocate for the rights of Latinos. To help me present this award is our National Legal Advisor, Eric Cedillo. Please join us. And guess what? He's running for governor of Nevada. Woo!
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Me llamo Aaron Ford, yo soy el fiscal general de Nevada. No puedo esperar lo que significa para mí estar aquí hoy y recibir ese premio de LULAC, una organización que ha pasado generaciones asegurándose de que este país cumpla sus promesas. El servicio público no es solo mi trabajo, es quien soy. Aquellos que conocen mi historia saben que crecí con los valores de trabajo duro, la perseverancia y de estar presente para las personas que dependen de ti. Eso es lo que llevo conmigo cada día en este cargo. Y me siento honrado de ser reconocido por ustedes por ello. Hi everybody, my name is Aaron Ford, and I am the Attorney General from Nevada. I can't tell you how much it means to me to be here today to receive this award from LULAC. It's an organization that has spent generations making sure that this country lives up to its promises. Public service is not just my job. I don't view it as such. It's actually who I am. Those of you who know me and know my story know that I was raised with the values of hard work, perseverance, and showing up for the people who count on you. That's what I carry with me every single day in this role, and I'm honored to be recognized by you for it. Juan Perano, thank you so very much. I met you years ago, and you, for some reason, have taken a liking to me, and I really appreciate you. It's great. I mean, we have a great partnership, and being able to be engaged and working with you all. Domingo from Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Thank you so much, sir, for being there. And Mr. President, thank you so very much. Look, I know, y'all, these are challenging times we're in. And people, including myself, we're frustrated. I mean, they are worried, and they're asking whether things that we've always believed in, things like fairness, justice, and opportunity, if they are still holding strong. But I tell you what I know my whole life, and what I know now more than ever, and that is that we are strongest when we actually show up for each other. So Juan, thank you for including me in the struggle so that we can show what it looks like to show up for each other. Nevada, like the rest of this country, is built on diversity. It's built on different cultures, different languages, different traditions. And that's not just something to accept, it's actually something that we should celebrate. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of America. Walk down any street in our state and you will see neighbors who actually celebrate different holidays, but still check in on each other and their families. Parents who actually speak different languages at home, but they show up on the same Friday night football game to cheer on their kids. People who actually don't share the same story, but they share los mismos sueños, the same dreams. And being Attorney General, frankly, has been the best job I've had. It's not the last one I'm going to have, but it's the best job I've ever had. But because of it's not because of the title, but because I get to stand up for people every single day. I get to make sure that the law works for people that it's meant to serve. And I've never taken for granted. And that's especially true right now. Across the country, good people, excellent public servants, for example, have lost their jobs or had them threatened just because they are doing the right thing. And I've stepped in to fight for them. We filed lawsuits to make sure that they get to keep doing the work that they were called to do. Not just because it's the right thing to do, but because I believe in the rule of law. And I believe public service matters. When someone gives a career to serve in a community and they get ripped away from that work, or worse, when they get vilified for doing it, that's not just unfair. It's actually cruel, Eric. It's absolutely cruel. It's disheartening, and it keeps others from stepping up. It makes people want to step back, in fact, and it's a foil to the American dream of a better future, and it's not just reflective of who we are. Listen, we know that this work has never been easy, but it's worth it, and it's not just on me, it's on all of us. It's on the teachers, the nurses, the local business owners, the people, all of you in this room. We have to wake up every single morning and do the hard work to make our communities, big and small, better. The road ahead in that regard, it's not going to be easy, and the challenges are going to be very real. But so is our strength. And the only way we lose is if we actually stop fighting. If we stop believing in what's possible, if we forget that we are the ones who actually decide what kind of future we're going to have. So let's keep showing up. Let's keep standing up, not just for ourselves, but for each other. Because when we do that, we actually fight for what's right and we refuse to back down. We don't just change lives, we can actually change the future. As I close, it's tough, though, to recognize, I have to have you recognize something. It's tough to change the future if you don't actually know the past. And it's important for us to talk about speaking and standing together. Today's conversation being about unity. I'm a black man. Black mama, black daddy. I'm black and more black, right? I mean, I speak a little Espanol, right? Studied abroad in Mexico, took it in high school. I love the language, but I'm a black person. And standing here with you in unity is something that's important, and it reminds me of absolutely. It reminds me of some American history that I talked about last summer. Some of you were there and you heard me say this, and some of you may not know this. So let me tell you something. You ever heard of this thing called the Underground Railroad? I remember that during slavery when people who were my descendants were trying to escape slavery and they were going up to Canada. A lot of folks didn't know this, but the Underground Railroad also went to Mexico. How many of y'all knew that? Yeah. It also went to Mexico. And it highlights the bravery and the compassion of Mexicans in Texas who actually played a crucial role in helping African-American slaves find their way to freedom into Mexico. In the early 19th century, Texas was still a part of Mexico. Some of y'all know that. It was a land of promise, and it was hope for many enslaved black Americans. Well, I can't call them black Americans because they weren't Americans, right? Right. Enslaved individuals. But unlike the United States, Mexico had actually abolished slavery in 1829, making it, here's that word, making it a sanctuary for those seeking liberation. This created a powerful incentive for enslaved individuals to undertake some perilous journeys toward the Mexican border, not just to Canada, but they came down to Mexico as well. Central to the narrative are the Mexican citizens of Texas, who, with great courage and empathy, assisted these freedom seekers. They provided them food, they provided them shelter, empathy. They assisted these freedom seekers. They navigated them through some treacherous terrain to evade the relentless pursuit of slave catchers. You see, it's this act of solidarity that was not merely a humanitarian approach, it was an act of resistance against the oppressive institution of slavery. One particularly poignant example is the support of a network established in South Texas where communities formed an informal but an effective route into Mexico. Mexican Tejanos, understanding the value of freedom, they often risk their own lives and their own safety and their livelihoods to protect and to guide escapees. They showed remarkable resilience, and they showed a deep commitment to justice, embodying the very essence of human decency. That's unity. That's the collaboration between Mexican and African descendants in the context that serves as a testament to the power of unity in the face of oppression. And as I sit here now as the first African American Attorney General from Nevada, I stand united with the immigrant community of Nevada in the face of oppression. So I thank you so much for this award. It means so very much. I didn't know I was getting an award at first. I thought I was just coming to give a speech, and I was going to do that. So I'm so very honored. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening.